It's week 1 of the NFL, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Packers and the Commanders, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Thanks for having us in to kick off a new year. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, you lived this as a player. It's so exciting for us as fans, but now after that long offseason to get your body ready and your team ready and your game ready, finally show everybody what it's all about. Week 1 of the season has arrived.
Yeah, and at this stage in the process, Mike, you're exactly right. All you want is for this ball to be kicked off. You're tired of practicing.
So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
There's just something special about week 1, isn't it, Mike? I mean, after months of anticipation, speculation, it finally hits you. The season has arrived. This is the first time where we're going to get to see a lot of the debuts of players on new teams, new coaches, rookies taking the field for the very first time in a meaningful game. The preseason is one thing, but it's an entirely different level of excitement once opening weekend rolls around. I don't know about you, but I am excited to see what's in store for us, that these games finally now matter.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Packers.
We'll go play action with Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A big gainer for Green Bay. 31 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Catch is made by Romeo Doubs. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Packers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jayden Daniels.
Mike, as I think back to opening day over my years of playing in the NFL, it didn't matter if I was a rookie or going into my 14th season. I think every player goes into that game with just a little bit of extra nerves, thinking, all right, new season, new opportunity. Can I still do this at a high level? And, man, you get through that first game, and it feels like you can finally take a deep breath and let the season unfold. It's going to be a lot of nerves in this one here today, but the team that settles down the fastest and just gets back to playing ball, they're going to have a big advantage coming away with a big win today.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson, and he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. 1st down, Washington.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
The motion man here is McLaurin. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Not what you want to see. Quarter 1 of week 1. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll lean forward, getting this to about the 35. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
At the 35-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's a short one, caught by Sinnott. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Now Dan Quinn will send out the field goal unit. This will be a 48-yard attempt. And that one doinks off the right upright. No good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Love to the left side in the hands of Watson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is a great opportunity now for the offense to really seize control of this game. They just saw their opponent miss a field goal try, come out aggressive on the ensuing possession, strike deep early. Now see if they can put this drive together and end it with some points.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. The man in motion is Watson. On play action, Love. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremy Chin.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their 1st read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The Commanders' offense ready for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
Throwing now, Daniels. Now they'll set up the screen to Eckler. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a minimal gain there up to the 17-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Dobbs headed in motion. On 2nd down, Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Love. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Packers set to kick this one away. Donovan Peoples-Jones back to return. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now this looks like a design run, and not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To return, it's Nixon. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He'll tuck it and take off. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the 1st down and keep the drive alive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Offense.
Here's Jacobs, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Packers on top, and EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Love. A pass taken in by Watson. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
Here's Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
1st down, Packers.
Back to throw is Love. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 10.
Love. He's got it at the 3. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal. A second down throw for Love. Over the top, he's got it. Dontavian Wicks. Touchdown, Green Bay.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Makes the score Packers 10, Commanders nothing.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Here comes a return from the 3. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to get back to work. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Preston Smith there to bring him down. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
18 yards on the connection. 1st down, Packers.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Love to throw it on 1st down. Finding room at midfield. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 49-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
1st down, Packers.
The man in motion is Watson. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get about 5.
Josh Jacobs, the Packers ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
He'll go play action with Love. Catch made there by Watson. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Love. Right back to Watson. Another grab. And he'll be taken down. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. To throw is Love. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Luke Musgrave. Touchdown, Packers. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Packers move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Commanders, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Justice Hill to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They run over center with Robinson. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
That's good for Washington. First down.
Now Robinson. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Xavier McKinney, the one who brings him down. 2nd down and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard
Working
line.
out of the gun, it's Daniels. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. He'll take this forward maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That's on the veteran, Dion Dawkins. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He finds Jahan Dotson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Daniels now on first down. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing again, Daniels. A throw on the run is complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
Washington Commanders.
To the air again is Daniels. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Eric Stokes, the man there defensively to break that one up. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He's spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where you see the final score there. Darnell Mooney, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Najee Harris, a touchdown run in the victory. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it'll be 2nd down. They bring Gage in motion. The open receiver is Dotson. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll give it to Eckler on the option. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a 1st down.
Commanders, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On the option, here's Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 24-yard line.
They'll throw with Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up 1st and goal.
Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They bring Gage in motion. Throwing is Daniels. He'll take off again. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. Ball is at the 8 for 2nd and goal. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Commanders are back within a score. It's now 17-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. On 2nd down, Love. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Love. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's a designed run. Oh! And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short gain.
On second down, it's Daniels. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down. Now Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The Packers offense ready for this next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. In motion, Reed. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he'll get this very close to a first down. A nice run there. He'll just end up a little bit short. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. To throw is Love. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Dobbs headed in motion. Love to throw. The right side, catch made by Dobbs. So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Jacobs. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. 2nd and 7. They run this straight ahead with Eckler. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They bring Gage in motion. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
And he's going to be taken down, but a marker is on the field, and we need to check this call. Now, faking the give. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
To the air is Leary. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Pass off the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
To throw, here's Leary. In trouble, and down he goes.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. Here's Love to throw. Toward the middle. That one caught by Watson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Injured player on the field. And he's battled through injuries throughout his career. Christian Watson, the injured party. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Jacobs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there. As time has expired, the 3rd quarter has come to an end. On comes the Packers punting team as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Leary. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
Now Leary. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. The Commanders about to send this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. He'll dodge one would-be tackler and wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. And the Packer 1st down.
Throwing is Love. He keeps it himself. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
There he goes again. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a 1st down.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still 1st down.
To throw is Love. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to target him in the end zone, you better come correct, man, because this guy, he embraces those moments of one-on-one coverage when it matters the most, and I think he just saved 6 by getting his hands on that one.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Love. He pulls it in around the 5. Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And some nice footwork as he spins forward for a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Now he'll run it. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Play action. Here's Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Love. That is into the hands of Wicks. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Love. That complete to Jacobs. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And they are all over that on defense. Good surge, drops him back. Let's put him at the 9-yard line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
This one caught at the 4. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. They'll run with Jacobs. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. Out comes the kicker. Big spot for Anders Carlson. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. And they have done all you could ask for, closing in on a road victory to start the campaign as they try to finish things off here in quarter number 4. The right side, catch made by Dobbs. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll run with Jacobs. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. The task a bit tougher as they face 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Love. That's caught. It's Malik Heath. And room to operate as he takes it down to the 2. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That is caught by the tight end, Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Daniels will have the 1st down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact.
It's a gain of 20.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame. Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He will have the conversion and more. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player.
The pass.
He'll try to keep the drive rolling, facing 3rd and 6. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
A dive, and he's in! Justice Hill, touchdown Commanders. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
So time here for the onside kick just in front of the 2-minute warning. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. He'll get himself looked at, but this is not how you want to begin a new campaign. Here's Jacobs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Commanders offense and Jayden Daniels ready to take over once more. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Holding offense.
Now on 2nd and long. They'll throw with Daniels. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Now, a big 3rd down. Throwing is Daniels. A throw left side, caught by Sinnott.
Complete to Ben.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.